Good morning, Chuds. Sorry for the glare. You're just gonna have to deal with it. But today, we're gonna let me not have that page open. Today, we're talking about this guy, Mark
I want
Tilbury.
you to.
Shut up, Mark. All right, basically, I'm curious about this guy. Why? You might be asking. Cause he's just this old guy who just like popped up on YouTube. Not very recently, but like I don't know. I think it was like in 2020 something. Shut up, Mark. Shut the hell up. He popped up. Let me see. When was his first video, or at least first public video? 6 years ago. So 2020. Yeah. He just popped up, and then he just started making a bunch of like random financial videos. It's like, who is this guy? And he speaks like he knows some things, and he meets people like he knows people, and all this. Man, he's got to have like a crazy team behind him because like his thumbnails and everything are very, very enticing to click on. Like, oh, this is, I don't want to call it clickbait, but this is highly clickable looking stuff. Like the thumbnails, the titles, everything. 5 passive income ways, 5 whatever. Copy me if you're 13 plus, buy a Rolex, and then that's a good strategy too. I mean, it's a lot of effort, but like the whole basically you have like 2 titles. One title is the thumbnail, the other title is the actual video title. And I think most people, I mean, it depends on the video actually, but like, I mean, sometimes you'll read the thumbnail first, sometimes you'll read the title first. It's a genius strategy, but like, I don't know, is he legit? That's the big question. Is he legit? Because there's always been videos of people making videos of people. People have always made videos where they're talking about like how to get rich or the next big thing to get rich. But I feel like in those videos, it's usually like there was this thing that was doing pretty good at a certain time, and then by the time people are making videos about it, it's usually like too late for that thing to actually work. But then again, there's like this common theme of like, as long as you just do something, you'll usually be okay. But oh wow, that's all of it? 326 videos. Okay. He uploads decently frequently, but like I thought there'd be way more for some reason. But that's actually, I don't think that's crazy. Hold up. So 6 years, he was doing this for 6 years, so 326 or 6, like 54. That's still kind of a lot. 54 videos a year. I'd like numbers and math, so we're just doing breakdowns. 4 videos per month. That's okay. That's like 1 video per week. I mean, I don't know. All right, let's just pick the video that was recommended at the top of my thing on the last video. When you get rich, tell no. Actually, no. Okay, let's. I don't know if I want to play this one or one of those videos where he's talking about like how to make money. Let's just play it out.
Imagine that you suddenly became rich overnight. Maybe one of your investments went to the moon. A side hustle you started took off. You got a large inheritance, or you won the lottery. Believe it or not, many of you will find yourself in one of these scenarios. So this video was recommended to you for a reason. I mean, let's take the most unlikely option.
Oh, he thinks I'm rich.
Winning the lottery. This channel's had over 1.5 billion views. Statistically, that's enough that a few of you have already won the jackpot on the lottery. And the odds say at least a couple more of you watching right now will win in the future. So that's a good thing, right? Well, actually, when you suddenly get rich, you're far more likely to lose friends and family, have a greater risk of substance abuse, and finally, divorce. Most people who get rich fast have never actually built wealth before and have absolutely no idea how to manage everything. So here are the 7 things you need to do when you suddenly...
I don't get it. He's so good at this, man. It's like he's got the YouTube thing down to a T.
Get rich from a millionaire businessman. I know it might be tempting to go screaming it from the rooftops and rubbing it in your enemies' faces, but the absolute best move is staying as quiet as possible and telling no one. Privacy.
All right. I'm pretty sure I know exactly how the video is gonna go. I mean, for the most part, I mean, let's see if he has any.
Get robbed, points. Sued, blackmailed, or scammed.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Once.
Don't stop working. Yeah, you wanna, you get rich, you have all this money, but like you still need to like kind of work, you like do something. Is that what he's gonna say? Work at something?
People will tell you not to quit your job. However, I disagree. If your job isn't bringing you satisfaction, then quit the job. Don't quit.
Yeah, like quit the job, but go find something that actually suits you.
Quit working, but quit that job. You could even wait for the perfect moment when your boss is pulling a power trip like, you need to step up your game if you want to continue working here, and then quit gloriously. But please go and find another job that you actually enjoy, at least for a bit. When people quit working entirely, All they have to think about 24/7 is how they're going to spend their money. Many end up starting a random business they know nothing about because they're bored and now have the money to do it. Some people even buy restaurants and end up on Gordon Ramsay's kitchen nightmares. Being rich and bored is a really dangerous situation to be in. The way I've always thought of it is, if you're working, then you're not spending.
That's facts. That's facts. I remember when I first got my job at freaking undisclosed corporate shopping center. I mean, I was just so busy. I didn't have time to spend any money. Actually, wait, I take that back. Okay. Being in a shopping center was probably not the move because every work break, I would, it was poor planning, but every work break, I would just go down to like the deli and buy a sandwich or something. So that wasn't great. But like when I was at like fast food restaurants, like, I mean, I was already there and food was already on the grill. So it was like, I just didn't spend any money. He's
So
kind of
keep your
cooking.
life as normal as possible for at least 6 months. You need to process having all this money and not give in to the temptation of spending it. You might think this doesn't matter.
Duh. All right. I don't really know what point he's.
You're rich now. Why worry about a few little debts when you could pay it off if you wanted to? Well, these debts can quickly start eating into your fortune.
All right. This is just so stupid. So I'm gonna. What's this? Don't lend more. Okay. I don't really understand. Like, if you're rich, why would you?
Fall
Okay,
back
whatever.
into that cycle. When you become rich all of a sudden, the people closest to you often feel entitled to a share of it because in their
Oh, he means like sharing with family. Okay, that makes sense.
mind, you didn't earn it with honest hard work. They'll start asking for loans that they often don't intend to pay back, or even come up with genius business plans they need you to invest in. Trust me when I say the fastest way to lose family and friends is to lend them money. Just don't do it. They may resent you a little in a moment, but they'll get over it. That's far better than getting into a messy situation where everyone falls out. But what if you want to help out family and friends? Well, I have a simple rule. If someone I know asks me for help and they genuinely need it, then I give them the money and don't expect to ever be paid back. On one condition, they never ask me for money again.
Can I have some money then, Mark?
No, you're joking, and I pay you plenty. I recommend you do the same because you don't want people using you as their emergency fund. If you help them out once and they know they can come back for more, they're less likely to be responsible with their own money because they know you just bail them out again. I know this point sounds quite heartless, but it's really the opposite. Sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. This will save you far more friendships than just being someone else's piggy bank.
No, because he's got a point on that one. Because like, I think I had some friends, or I don't think I did have some friends where I don't know, they just like maybe I'm unkind, I don't know, but like they were preparing to have a kid, all right, and I think like they asked for gas money this one time. It was kind of random. I was like a message just popped on my phone. He's like, hey, could I have $50? Could I borrow $50? I was like, you gotta borrow 50? That's kind of a lot, bro. But I was like, sure, yeah, whatever. And then I didn't think much of it. Part of me was like, I don't really care if he returns it back because like it's whatever. At the time, I was doing okay, but I think he returned it like a day later, which was kind of quick. So I was like, that's okay. I guess he figured something out. But then he just keeps on asking for it, like every so often, like it'll be like every other week or something. I'm like, why does this dude keep asking me for money? It's so random. And at some point, I was like, hey man, I kind of just lied. I just said, oh, I don't got it, and I did have it, but it was like, what else was I gonna say? Just no. I mean, that probably would have been the best response. But like, yeah, you give a mouse a cookie type thing.
Kind. This will save you far more friendships than just being someone else's piggy bank. When most people get rich quickly, they still have a consumer mindset. They look at the money sat in their bank account and think about all the ways they're going to spend it. My son's friend's family actually won the lottery when he was younger, and his parents went out and bought a new house worth over $10 million, a couple of sports cars, and sent all their kids to private school. Only 2 years later, the dream collapsed. Curtis's friend was yanked out of private school, sports cars were sold off, and their $10 million home was desperately listed for $6.5 million after bad improvements and crushing debt forced them to sell. This all happened because they didn't understand the golden rule. Never spend the principal, only the interest. You should be trying to grow a money tree that produces new income every month, not cutting it down for temporary firewood. That's where your freedom figure comes in. Work out exactly how much income you need each year to live the life you want, then multiply it by 25. So
Yeah, that's a pretty good tip too. I mean, just make sure you have something. I guess that's kind of the same as like having an emergency fund in a sense, or just like, yeah, you already explained it. I don't need to say anything. What's this next one? What else you got? I mean, okay, you get the point. I mean, if you want to watch the video is this: when you get rich, tell no one. But he also has like a bunch of other videos that are talking about like how to get rich, and I'm like, what? Like, is this really what it is? I mean, there's just so many, so much with this guy. Let's see, what's another one? 7 millionaire habits you need to have in 2026. It's him taking a cold shower or something, which is kind of funny. Shoot, man. Wait, I'm trying to. Fastest way with 12 to 19-year-olds. Okay, I'm a little out of that age range, but
Lots of teenagers are.
shut up, Mark. I'm a little out of that age range, but let's see what we got. Make an extra. What was the thumbnail said? The thumbnail said like 300. Oh, I already closed it. Oh well.
About to get very rich. Why is that? Well, the data strongly shows that traditional jobs are being replaced and online jobs are booming.
But surely that means there'll be too much competition in the online space.
Well, teenagers have an advantage as they understand the online world better than anyone else. It's just second nature.
But Mark, I don't know what to do.
Well, that's why I'm going to be revealing the 7.5 best paid online jobs for teenagers. And this
Wow, dude. All right, can we skip ahead? He doesn't use the little markers, but understandable. If he did, it would just ruin the whole video, I guess. I think this is an ad. Is this an ad?
client.
This is an ad. Oh no, this is a title or a topic. My bad.
Hustles to earn back the price of the car. One of the ideas my son and I came up with was to get
Sorry, I'm pausing out loud. That's a really cool idea. I mean, he has like the little title card at the bottom, and then the yellow bar is to show like how far
it
he's getting into the point. Okay.
wrapped like a race car, which would involve securing paid advertisements. At this point, we received a cold email from a teenager called Christian, completely out of the blue, who said that he was able to secure the sponsorship we required for a 30% commission. Christian managed to get an offer of $30,000 on the table. Had we accepted this deal, he would have made a sweet $9,000 for essentially matching us with the brand and acting as the middleman. In the end, Curtis managed to secure a different deal with Public.com, so we went with them. However, Christian has managed to
What? All right, he might actually be cooking. I don't
secure
know.
many of these deals in the past. That's why we can still offer you a free stock worth all the way up to $1,000 from Public with the link in the description. Christian told me that the best way to be successful with this job is to make friends in the right places. He described it a lot like a jungle, where one branch would lead to the next one and so on.
All right, so this is networking. Let's just sum it up. I've seen this book recommended by lots of people.
To powerful people and getting replies.
All right, basically how to be a good social person. Discord manager. What? That's a
Everything
thing.
together. I know a guy called Harry who hires community managers. He said that he wouldn't bat an eyelid at paying more than $2,000 per week if they were good at the job and represented the brand in a positive light. Additionally, if you're good at multitasking, there's nothing stopping you from being a community manager for 3 or 4 projects at the same time, which means big money. The job of the community manager is to be on the front line. You have to tell the story of the brand, be customer service and support, as well as supporting people when they're down and paying attention to global events. You need to be able to pause your schedule, be active when people are looking for you, and listen when people need your attention. Above all, you have to be the voice of the CEO, but not always speak on behalf of the company. Job 3 is writing scripts for
Dude, these are some things I didn't even know about. He's actually cooking. What the hell?
content creators.
I mean,
these
maybe.
teens can earn up
I mean, maybe he is. Maybe these are all like not actually suitable. I don't know. This is a whole world I never even knew of.
upwards of $100,000, but can go a lot higher depending on the type of content and your experience. Words can make you sound smart, or they can do the opposite, depending on how they...
I don't really need to spend time on this topic. That's just writing for people, making rich clients. What's this one? Selling the copywriter. I mean, he's probably sharing like some really good insight to it. You can watch the video if you want to. It's called that. But copywriter, essentially, you just write a script. Maybe people write scripts for him. That's probably what he's. Fine. Okay, fine. We'll watch it a little bit.
words and how fast you can write. Some charge as much as $50,000 for just one web page. You may be thinking, why so much? Well, it's all about value. If you charge $50,000 for a web page and it results in a business monthly profit going from $200,000 to $400,000, wouldn't you say it's worth it? It's all about leverage, making rich clients even
Okay, I thought he was gonna say something. more insightful. What's this one?
Job 4 is a SaaS software coder. These
Okay, those are cooked. Software as a service. I mean, I don't think it's cooked, but this is 3 years ago. Yeah, you could build anything with AI. I think most people are gonna start building their own like personal apps instead of like using big ones as it is. But hey, this was good for the time. Content redistribute.
food left over and decided just to throw it all in a pot
what's
and turn
this?
it into a soup. Well, that's what someone I know called Josh does, but with video content. The idea came to him while he was at Vid Summit. He was in a room with a variety of influencers when suddenly a light bulb went off in his head. He didn't have to create his own content. He just took existing videos and remixed them for YouTubers that wanted to post short form content.
Okay, so this is about like making clips and whatnot. I mean, yeah, again, this is 3 years old. Okay.
He took podcasts and YouTube videos and made them TikTok.
Yep, that's the Caleb Hammer method. I was gonna watch a Caleb Hammer video, or go over like some regular people from Caleb Hammer videos that made videos. What am I even saying? Some random, like I was gonna react to a random guest, but all of his clips are like recent clips from his interview with Toji, this gambling addict, drug addict YouTuber. But allegedly he's rich or whatever. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But all of these clips are about Toji because that's the most recent one. I was like, God dang, that's a lot. Because I mean, the actual video itself is almost 2 hours long. So just imagine you can make like, I think these are all like a minute long, maybe. I think so. A minute long video for that many minutes. What is that? 60 plus 40, like 100. So there's probably like 100 of these. And Toji is a pretty interesting dude. No glaze, but like he's a pretty interesting dude. So I feel like there's just a bunch of content here. Like, look, let's just.
Dollars. What was the house worth?
It's a $1.9 million appraisal.
My bad. Let's make it bigger. Let's make it bigger.
You just lost $2 million. What was the house worth?
It's a $1.9 million appraisal, but we lost that house.
Foreclosure.
Gambling.
How do you gamble a house?
I did a coin flip with Steve Will Do It, and he put up $2 million,
Oh, I know that name.
and I put up the house. So if I won, I would have gotten free $2 million.
Wait. What's the address of the house you lost?
All right, I don't care anymore. Actually, wait.
So I can look it up.
Let me check.
You don't know where you lived?
I never went there. We bought the house. I stayed there for like 5.
All right. I mean, all right. Screw this guy. But like, see, he just does stuff, and then he's a very lucky person. I'll say that. But yeah, I was just proving this guy's point. Like clips are crazy.
And Instagram friendly, giving his clients the ability to reach much wider audiences without actually producing any new content themselves. It's called content redistribution. It's like recycling, but in the digital age. It doesn't take too much time, but large creators
you
don't
understand
live
this
out in Italy. He decided he wanted a website as their front door, so they want to
See,
make
web developer, also cool, but AI is kind of taking over on this one as well. Like, you just plop something in the Claude, and it's just, like, crazy. Like, let's do an example. Actually, what type of website is he going to talk about?
make it
I'll
as
make it on Claude
stylish
real
as
quick.
possible. I've got a friend named Chris who lives out in Italy. He decided he wanted to niche down into the e-learning space and focus on building marketing funnels. A good website developer knows that if you keep your clients on a monthly retainer, you can earn passive income just by doing small tweaks here and there. Chris told me that the best way forward is to start a subscription business with reoccurring revenue. Think Netflix, he said. The best job is one that requires very little maintenance. You just keep clients on a retainer and voila. He now has enough passive income to live almost anywhere in the world. He often travels to cheap countries like Thailand where he can live on less than $1,000 a month. He doesn't focus on earning as much money as possible. He said that's just a trap. The point of making money is to buy yourself freedom. Jobs.
That's a goated thing to say for sure. But I was gonna recreate something, but I feel like that would be a whole video on its own, so I don't really want to do that. Also, I just want to watch YouTube videos. But shoot, what was I actually gonna say? The subscription thing. That was another thing that was brought up. Cause like if you go to freaking Wall Street Journal, I don't need to pull that up. But actually, what's the trending thing on Wall Street Journal right now? But like, I think I had to write a paper for an essay or something. So I was gonna go to Wall Street Journal to see a post, and then I realized you gotta pay freaking losing health insurance. You you got to pay a subscription fee or something just to like keep reading. Yeah, look, subscribe now. Like, what do you mean subscribe? $7 a week? Like, what? What? That's like, or even $4 a week. Oh, this is, okay, 4 is a cheaper one. 4, 8, 12, 16. $16 a month just to read articles when Google is free? Like, what do you mean? When I could just go to Claude or whatever and say, hey, give me the summary of this. Or I could just wait for some person on YouTube to break it down. Like, I don't understand why, but sure, it's a thing, I guess. I'm sure people, like, I know people do it. I think it's mostly like other article writers that like pay for the subscriptions, or their company does, so that they can like reference certain things and whatnot.
7
But yeah, number 7
is a Twitter manager. Teens
What is a Twitter manager? This what like managing a company?
can earn around $60,000 to $80,000 per year doing this job. Twitter seems to be the hottest social media nowadays, especially since
What are we talking about? Are we talking about like the the Wendy's Twitter memes, or like whenever they were roasting people? Because that was a funny era. Are these people the managers he's talking about? They're making hella bread. Running out by the whole Wendy's, prove it here. I don't even know. Okay. Now they said something crazy. I think, what was that company? They said oh what company? KFC, I'm guessing. Okay, this just feels really bad. No, what company did it? It was like National wait, wasn't it National Women's Day? Social media fast food? Come on, please, I want to find it. It was Burger King. Nah, this is crazy. Wait, let's make this big. Open image, a new tab. Women belong in the kitchen. For fine dining kitchens, food truck, blah, 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 blah. You can guess who's leading those kitchens these days. Exactly. Only 24% of chefs. Like, if women want to talk head chef. This is where Burger King... Because every woman with a passion deserves the chance to advance, whether it's in culinary school, Burger King kitchen, or other. I mean, no, I'm not trying to hate, but like, who's aspiring to be in the Burger King kitchen? I don't know, but yeah, this was a crazy tweet when it came out then, and even now. Like, oh, when did this come out? When did this shit come out? I probably have a date here. 2021. Okay. I mean, I'm sure that's a good program, but like, nah, that was crazy. So is that what these people are doing? Mark Tilbury, tell me.
since the whole Elon Musk takeover, I know a college dropout called Sean who wasted a lot of his time trolling on Twitter until he asked himself, what if I could actually make a job out of this? So he decided to become a Twitter expert. He took a lot of time to study the content put out by some of the best creators. Don't just look at the recent stuff though, he told me. Look at the posts that really made them blow up, then study it. That's what you want to go for. He said 2 of the best ways to blow up nowadays on Twitter is to create threads and host spaces. You need to be able to capture people's
It's probably the best way to just rage bait people now, but I don't know. I've tried to make big Twitter pages before, but nah, it's a little challenging, I'm not gonna lie. Or I'm just not that goated. All right, what's number 8?
0.5 is an executive assistant. It's a bonus because it can become more than just an online job. Everything
Okay.
from
Schedule
now will ever get
appointments. Okay, yeah.
Everyone knows what.
All right, thank you, Mark Tilbury. Overall, I mean, he seems pretty reasonable. I mean, it feels clickbaity, but maybe these are goated strategies. I mean, is it clickbait? How do we define it? Like, is it clickbait if people aren't going to end up taking these advices and doing them in real life? Because, I mean, at the same time, everything he said he was going to do, he did deliver it in the video. I don't know, but like, it's kind of crazy. Also, this guy is, I searched up his age. I think he's like 58 or something. Yeah, this dude is 58 years old, which is kind of old, but at the same time, that's a pretty old looking 58. I don't know. That's crazy. I think I'm just like confused because of like Hollywood and things like that. Like, There's this meme with what's his face? Tim Cruise or Tom Cruise, whatever. Tim Waltz. And who's the other guy? I don't know. It was the third guy. I should probably pull up. Come on, Google. Do the thing. Yeah, all of these guys are like barely under 60. Well, this is an older picture. Guess which one's the youngest? Yeah, and then Tim Waltz is the youngest guy in the picture, which is absolutely crazy. But I mean, like, then again, these are straight up. Oh, get out of here. These are straight up Hollywood dudes, and then this is a guy who hasn't done all that stuff. And then I come back to Mr. Tilbury over here. Like, goddamn. But that was just a random side tangent. But then I was also looking into how he made his money. And it seems like, from what I was able to find, I'll just show you exactly what I searched. Oh, I can't show you what I searched because I closed it. Okay. That's cool. You're just going to have to believe me. Actually, no. Let's search it up again. How did... Yeah. And it does mention the social media stuff because I think that's what's making him the most money right now, of course. But he was a traditional business owner. There it is. Model World and Century UK. Started in 1980 selling remote controlled toys. And I searched it up and I was like, wow, yeah. So that's an actual company and a thing. And I can see how this could be profitable. I mean, you sell to children, or not to children, you sell to parents who have children. And they kind of like just, it's hella profitable. Hella profitable. It's kind of like how, who's that one YouTuber kid? Ryan's Toys or whatever. I think that's like a multi-million-dollar operation at this point. Yeah, this kid has 40 million subscribers on YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to do a video relating this, but what? Wait, what? Okay, we're going to end this one. Shout out Mark Tilbury or whatever, I guess. Seems good. What else was there? How old he was? I'm trying to end the video, but I don't want to end it. He started it in 1980s, so how old was he in the 1980s? Also, it said he dropped out of school when he was 16. But that's not the 1980s. So this is when he would have been 16. I don't know the timeline for sure, but hey, he was living in a golden age. I'll say that for sure. A nice little golden age. But I'm most likely gonna watch this video because it seems very interesting. We're just gonna segue right into this Ryan's world. But if you like this video, thanks for watching. Press subscribe or don't. I don't really care. But yeah.